A Sensor-shift OIS camera with a 120Hz AMOLED display and one of the most unique designs I've seen recently. What if I told you you could get all of this for around $450? Well, you can with the TECNO Camon 20 Premier 5G, and I've partnered with TECNO to tell you all about it. We've also got the TECNO Camon 20 Pro, which is going to be retailing for around $300, and we'll take a look at that a little bit later. So inside the box, you get the device, some paperwork, a 12-month warranty document for your peace of mind. There's a case, a 45-watt charger, and a pack with a SIM card tool, a USB cable, as well as USB Type-C earphones. Let's get it out of the plastic. And here it is. This is the Serenity blue color, but it's also available in a dark Vulcan. And we have the Camon puzzle deconstructionist design. This is inspired by the deconstructionist genre of postmodern architecture, and it's engraved with 20 irregular ribs in a luxury light sheet magic skin with premium ceramic materials for the camera module. Now, this gives it a really nice grip and makes it really comfortable to hold and does not attract any fingerprints here in the back. And because of its unique design, it did get the Muse Design Award for 2023. And I really do like the boxy design. Let's now take a look at the display. So this has a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED True Color display with a TÜV Rheinland eye protection certification, so it's going to be easy on the eyes. And I think the thing that you'll notice straight away is that the Camon series has very small bezels, some of the smallest bezels that you're going to find in this price range. And the Camon 20 has reduced the bezel size by around 47%. Now, this display does have a 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, so everything is super smooth. It's also got a 360Hz touch sampling rate, meaning everything is very responsive. And we also have an in-display fingerprint scanner. I think you will agree with me that this is probably one of the best displays in this price range. Just a quick reminder that if you're enjoying this video so far and you want to see more like it, then do consider subscribing for more videos like this. Now let's take a look at the cameras, which are some of the key selling points of the Camon 20 Premier 5G. So for the front-facing camera, there is a 32 megapixel AI selfie camera. And what's unique about this is that there is the built-in dual micro slit flashlight, which we have on TECNO devices. I absolutely love this because you can't see it when it's switched off, but when you do need it in low light situations, it gives you much better selfies. So that's the selfie camera. Let's now look at the rear-facing cameras. So the primary camera is a 50 megapixel camera. And as mentioned, this has in-body camera image stabilization and has up to 5,000 times Sensor-shift OIS anti-shaking technology. This can compensate for shakes up to 5,000 times a second, putting it on par with flagships that are much more expensive. So with this tech, the Camon 20 Premier is capable of producing vivid photos while moving at speed, and it can also give you ultra-stable video footage. Here's an example with ultra-steady on and off, and you can really see the difference. In addition to that, this has an RGBW ultra-sensitive sensor. Now, traditional smartphone cameras have an RGB sensor, but by replacing the green array with the white one, allows more light to be captured, resulting in much brighter images in low light. This photo was taken at my studio with all of the lights off and minimal light coming through the door, but the Camon 20 Premier still managed to capture a very usable photo. So that's the primary camera. We then have a 108 megapixel ultra-wide camera, which I believe is the highest resolution ultra-wide camera that I've tested. And this works in tandem with the main 50 megapixel camera to improve clarity. And it also doubles up as a macro camera, so you can get some highly detailed shots very close up. For video, you can record up to 4K, and you also have the ability to record HDR video and dual video, where you'll be able to use the front-facing camera and rear-facing camera at the same time. Some of this is thanks to the chipset. So this is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8050 chipset. This is a 6nm processor, and the Camon 20 Premier is actually one of the industry's first devices to have the MediaTek Dimensity 850 processor. We've got 8 GB of RAM. This can be extended by a further 8 GB using expandable RAM. This is where some of the ROM is used temporarily for RAM. And you're not going to have to worry about using some of that ROM because you do have up to 512 gigabytes of storage. That's a lot of storage. Now, when you are pushing the processor and gaming, this can generate heat, but the Camon 20 Premier does have polymer graphene tri-state heat dissipation, which will keep this cool. Now, if we take a look around the device, we've got nothing on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have the volume buttons as well as the power button. At the top, we have one of the two high-res certified stereo dual speakers, which sound great. One is at the bottom. As well as that, there is the USB Type-C port and a SIM card tray with space for 2 SIM cards. For the battery, there is a large 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which will keep you going all day long. And you do get that 45-watt supercharger included, which is going to give you fast charges. Now, if you do want to extend the battery life, there is long duration mode, which is going to give you around an hour extra battery life. You've got super power saving mode, which can give you around 10 hours of longer battery life. And we have AI smart charge technology, which intelligently extends the battery life based on your usage. For software, we do have Android 13 with iOS, but the Camon 20 series will be among the first devices to receive the Android 14 update, and you can expect to receive update notifications in September of this year. And all of this comes in a package for around $450. And I think you will agree with me that that's a very competitive price point and you're getting a lot for your money. Now, if you are on a bit of a budget and you do want a lot of the features that you have here on the Camon 20 Premier, then you might want to consider the Camon 20 Pro, which is going to be retailing for around $300. The unboxing experience is very similar. You get the device, the paperwork, a 12-month warranty document, a case, and a 33-watt charger. There's also a pack with a SIM card tool, a USB cable, as well as 3.5mm earphones, because the Camon 20 Pro does have a 3.5mm headphone jack. And here it is. This is the pre-dawn black, although it is available in a Serenity blue as well. And we have the Camon puzzle deconstructionist design, which looks really unique. It has a smooth texture, and I love how the light reflects off the surface, almost giving it a bit of a sparkle. The display is very similar to the Camon 20 Premier, 6.67 inches, small bezels, AMOLED technology with a 120 Hz refresh rate. We have the 32 megapixel selfie camera with that front-facing flash. And for the rear-facing cameras, we do have a primary 64 megapixel camera. And as we have on the Camon 20 Premier, the 20 Pro also has the RGBW technology to allow in lots more light. There is a bokeh lens as well for depth information. And the Camon 20 Pro is powered by the MediaTek Helio G99 chip. It also has 8 gigabytes of RAM, which can be extended by a further 8 gigabytes. And you have up to 256 bytes of storage, which you can expand. So on the left-hand side, we do have a SIM card slot, which has space for 2 SIMs, as well as a MicroSD card. On the right-hand side, we have the volume buttons as well as the power button. At the top, there is one of the 2 stereo speakers. The other one is at the bottom. We've got a USB Type-C port as well as that 3.5mm headphone jack. For the battery, we have the same size 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is going to keep you going all day long. And of course, you do get that included 33-watt supercharger, and all of that for around $300. So that is the TECNO Camon 20 Premier 5G, as well as the Camon 20 Pro 5G. Something for everyone here at very competitive prices. If you want to pick one of these up or find out more, there will be links down in the description below. What do you guys think of these devices? Do let me know down in the comments. If you want to see some previous related techno videos, those will be linked here and here. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, as always, do smash that like button for me. And if you haven't already, then do consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.